This is Solardey, where every story begins with the sun.
A fortnight ago, I was at Folkets Dag in Folkets Park, Malmö, a festival organized by Out of Africa, Sweden. I went in with one question for the African diaspora. I didn't expect what I found. I spoke to people from Nigeria, Ghana, Jamaica, Cameroon, Trinidad, Somalia, Kenya. The list goes on. Different countries, different continents, same story. Unreliable power, expensive fuel, families living around the problem instead of solving it. But here is what surprised me most. Every single person I spoke to wanted to be part of the solution, not as a charity, as an investor, as a builder. This is what the African diaspora really thinks about solar energy. My name is Nze Prosper Emegako. This is Solardey. Let's get into it.
Hi, sister. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine.
Oh my goodness. It's really beautiful here. The sun is shining. When you hear solar, what comes to your mind first?
Power.
When you hear solar, what comes to your mind first?
When I hear solar, I hear energy, renewable electricity.
That's 100%. So when you hear solar, what comes to your mind first?
Evidently the sun, right? And energy from the sun.
Energy from the sun. So when you hear solar, what comes to your mind first?
It's constant power. We think of constant power.
Energy, like we have here. We have energy, and energy is blessing us from the sky so we can move.
Awesome. I love that. When you are back home in motherland, how do you access electricity?
Well, at my brother's house, we have solar as energy, yeah. But otherwise, it's generators and I really don't know. I think it's generators mostly.
So from what you're saying, the national grid is not reliable. It's not enough.
No, it's not. It's not.
If I might ask, which country are we talking about?
We're talking about the Smiling Coast.
Gambia.
Yes.
Suma sister Nakam.
Cool.
Cool. So, if you are a policymaker in the Gambia, what you would do to improve the energy access to people?
Well, first of all, you have to look at the infrastructure. You know, it's easy to say that, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. But as a policymaker, it's important to see where is the lack, where is the need, and where is it not working properly. You understand? So you understand. And then look at renewable. I love solar because that is something we have for free for now. So it's like, how could we switch our grid and into solar instead of depending on, generators and stuff. We need to move into the future, and I believe in Africa we can take these fog loops into the future. So just let us do that. Write down the policies, but not only write it down, but implement the change. The changes, we need to implement them.
Because in most cases, the policies are there, but implementation has always been the challenges we have back home. But if there is a business model that empowers diasporans to invest in solar energy in their community back home, would you be interested to hear more about that?
Absolutely. But I also want to just correct you with one thing. It's not some things we Africans, it's not only Africans, but sometimes people, we are lazy. We want to say, like you said now, policies, they are not implemented back home. But in this country, and even in the Western systems, policies are documents that people feel like they have at least done something, there is something there, but they are never implemented. Majority of them, they are never implemented, no matter where you are.
Okay, so you mean that it's not an African thing? It's a general thing. I agree with you. I'm not trying to excuse myself. It's just because we are talking about Africa. That's why I made that statement. Okay. And then before I let you go, could you say this after me? Solardey.
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 Solardey. When you are in Nigeria, or let's say your family back home, what is their relationship with electricity? How do they access energy?
Well, they have normally they access energy through the national grid.
Yeah.
But it's not very stable.
No.
Yes. So it's the way it is, and now people are having different solutions. Especially, it's quite warm there, and you have people buying rechargeable fans, rechargeable solutions for electricity and stuff. So they're kind of using a hybrid of the national grid and battery energy storing devices for them to be able to carry out their daily activities.
Oh, yeah. That's actually smart because the grid is not reliable and also expensive. So they use equipment that can rechargeable, right? Okay, energy storage, VSS. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. But if you are a politician in your home country, what would you do to help improve the energy access?
So I have a lot of knowledge on how the politics and things work in Nigeria, and more or less the people are left to do things for themselves.
Yeah.
Right? I give you examples. You provide security for yourself by having a fence around your house.
Yeah.
And having some other electrical stuff on fencing. And you provide water for yourself, as small as water.
Yeah.
You don't have centralized water. Everybody has a water tank in their building.
The storage.
Water storage. Now, if I'm a politician, let's say a local politician in my city, now I would want to. There are two ways I could do it. But the best way would be to have a local grid,
Yeah.
right? A local electricity renewable grid where we can have both solar and wind energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even to some extent hydro
Yeah.
hydro energy,
Yeah.
to just have a reliable electricity grid for my city.
Decentralized.
It's decentralized one for my city. So that would be the things I would do. At the same time, you also think land space.
Yeah.
Land space is very, very expensive,
Yeah.
especially in cities, in a place that's growing.
Yeah.
So the solar energy, for example, you want to do that on the roofs
Yeah.
of everyone. So some other specifics that I could implement would be renting people's roofs for keeping solar panels.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone that is participating in the program,
Yeah.
we're renting your roof for solar panels, and then you're getting maybe a little bit of rebate back on your energy. Then your energy is cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And all that. So kind of like what I would do, but decentralized electricity grid for the citizen, for my constituents, if I would put it that way.
That is very well thought, well articulated, and I would do the same. And I like how you touched the idea of renting people's rooftops for solar installation. It would be like solar as a service. The government or the solar energy companies owns the infrastructure, and the people provide their rooftops for that infrastructure, and they use the energy. The rest is sent to the grid. I think that's a very smart idea that I could actually be looking at, And if there is a business model that empower the diasporans to invest in solar energy as a business, not as a charity, that they get paid back within time, would you be interested in such ideas?
Absolutely, because it solves. I mean, I understand. There are so many reasons why I would want to partake in that business, right? First of all, because you will get your return, right? You have your stake, and it's profitable.
Yep.
But then, second of all, it's for my own benefit to see my people have more access to electricity, right? I can't tell you the endless possibilities of having constant and stable power in my country can be, in Africa in general can be, because children can study in better conditions.
Exactly.
People's business that rely on electricity, you don't have food that been getting thrown away. People can store food for longer. People can study more IT-related work. You can power your computers for longer. So that alone is an incentive enough for me to say it's profitable, and it's helpful for my people. It would be definitely a yes for me.
So it's not just the profit, it's about the impact.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you, because with stable and reliable electricity, every other thing as of industrialization, better education, everything that you mentioned. And where are you from, actually? We're talking your hometown.
My people. I'm from Delta State, Nigeria.
Delta State, Nigeria. Wow. Mavo.
Mayor Mavo.
Yeah. Urobo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes I feel like I could become anyone.
Yes.
I speak so many different languages, bit, that I could actually break the ice with, you know, and it's so lovely. And before I let you go, I would like you to repeat this after me. Solardey.
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 Solar no dey finish.
Solar no dey finish.
You dey wine. So when you are in Nigeria, or let's say your family back home, how do they access energy in Nigeria?
Sometimes we access it through generator, power into generator. But now, due to the advent of solar, I think solar is the best, because you hear no noise, everything is calm, and you enjoy it better, and it's cheaper to consume.
It is cheaper. Awesome. So if you are a policy maker in Nigeria, what would you do to improve the accessibility of energy in Nigeria?
I think empowering people who are into solar to do more better, to do more, go in more large voltage, to be able to power bigger houses and all the appliances they have. I think that would be the best. That would be the best option.
Yeah, it makes sense, because in Africa, or in Nigeria to be specific, reason why most people don't go solar is because of the initial investment. So if the government can provide the funding mechanism that allow people to maybe pay as you go, or pay in installment with a less interest or no interest, that would be a great thing. And before we let you go, what's your name again?
My name is Alfred.
Alfred.
Chukwuemeka.
Alfred. Even one Igbo from Okwane.
Pure Delta Igbo. I rep Africa.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, my brother. But before I let you go, could you say this after me? Solardey.
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 Solar no dey finish.
Solar no dey finish.
You dey wine. Thank you, my brother.
Watch out.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my God, who do we have here? Hello, brother.
Hi, hello, I'm Sanjay. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Sanjay. Nice to meet you here. What a colorful outfit. I'm loving it.
Kind of feeling the vibes here at Out of Africa Festival.
Oh my goodness. Well, who are you repping?
I'm repping myself and Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Actually, I'm repping the entire Caribbean right now. Yeah.
But you're a Yardie.
I'm a Yardie. already. Yeah.
In the house. Anyways, this is Solardey, and today we are here in this event. So while we are dancing, having fun, we also want to seize the opportunity to talk about electricity and how the African diaspora can help and contribute to solving the energy poverty or energy inefficiency we have across the world. So when you hear solar, what comes to your mind first?
Evidently the sun, right? And energy from the sun.
Energy from the sun, that's right. So when you're back home in Jamaica, how do you access energy?
Actually, our electricity is from a company called Jamaica Public Service, and that's a big rig. That's where we get our energy from. But my family is very much interested in going solar because, especially now, the prices are too high, and time is getting hotter, and we have to use AC, and so we want to save some money because we end up spending a lot of money on the electric bill. And you never know how much it's going to be next month, right? You can't predict it, so that's a problem.
Because with solar energy, I mean, if you can get around the initial investment,
that's
and then it's literally free energy at the end of the day.
It's always
what do you say?
It's always there. And being from Jamaica, we have two seasons, right?
Yeah.
We have the rainy season and the dry season, right? And anyway you put it, the sun is always there. It's much different from here in Scandinavia, where in the winter it's very dark. The sun is always there. And if it's there for a day and not there tomorrow, it's going to come back the day after, right? So why not use it?
Oh my goodness. You should be solar energy salesperson. Because, I mean, for instance, Solardey actually means the sun is there. Yeah. The sun is available. Solardey.
Solardey.
How would you say it in Jamaica, Patois?
You'd say Solardey.
Solardey. And I say Solardey. Oh my goodness. So one question. If you are a policymaker in Jamaica, what would you do to help create better energy and make energy accessible and reliable to people?
I think the biggest hindrance that people have is the initial investment. It's too expensive to invest in it, and the average family can't afford it. So, I mean, me and my family were trying now to save so we can make the investment because we know there are long-term results. So, I'm not sure exactly what I would do, but I know that's the first problem. And of course, I'd pick some people's brains who are more in the sector than I am. So you're going to help me and my family. So that initial investment, I think if there could be help with that, if governments could help with that, that would be a beautiful thing for people in the long run.
This resonates with me because this is the same challenge every other person faces in Africa or even in Caribbean. That cost of installation, the initial, it's expensive, and not everybody can afford that. So what we are actually exploring is the ways by which the diaspora can come together and do energy as a service. So you and your friends or family can actually put investment together and install solar panels somewhere
to benefit multiple
people and get paid.
Hey!
Yeah, so we're not talking about charity. We are talking about impact investment, where you invest and you get your money back over time and possibly make some profit. So would you be interested to look into a business model like that?
So wait, does that mean I have to sign something right now?
No. It's not even for me.
Okay.
You're gonna be in charge of that.
Yeah.
It's just that I have developed some business ideas and tools that you can use.
Yeah.
Organize your people, your family, your friends,
100%.
and you choose your infrastructure.
Sign me up now.
Sign you up now. You better. Are you following Solardey?
Yes, I just did.
Awesome. But I will send you the business model, and then we can continue the conversation. Before we let you go, say this after me: Solardey.
Solardey and Solardey.
Well, I think about solar. I think it's the way to go in terms of energy efficiency. I think, to be honest, more should be invested into solar energy because it's better for the environment. It's easier access depending on where you are in the world. So, yes.
I agree with you. Wow, I think you should become a solar energy salesperson.
Listen, I'm down for it. Let's go. Let's do it because I really believe in this type of like energy for the environment.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Obviously, we're here in Sweden, but back home, what is the energy situation? Is the energy, the national grid reliable?
Well, so I'm from Kenya.
Okay.
And though, I mean, Kenya, yes, it's known for being forward and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily a lie. However, like losing electricity is a common day thing.
Yeah.
And it's something that happens, people are used to it, unfortunately. And so, yeah, so there's been a lot of talk within Kenya about solar panels and even people are having solar panels installed in their own homes. And for me personally, I think it should be an obvious thing, especially for African countries where the sun is available pretty much all year round, then that should be the type of energy that we are putting our money into.
Exactly. I like how you say the sun is available because Solardey actually means the sun is available.
Ah, okay.
Solardey. Day is like Nigerian pidgin that say available.
Okay.
So the sun is available, especially in Africa. So I agree with you. If you are a policymaker in Kenya, what would you do?
Oh, what would I do? Well, that's a good question. In terms of like solar energy?
Yeah, in terms of energy, solving the energy poverty situation we have, making sure that everyone have access to reliable energy, what would you do?
I think first I would maybe focus on the more rural areas where they don't have electricity, because in the cities and stuff they have it, and yes, even if it might go every now and then, there is already access. So I think I would focus more on the areas that don't have access. Just so that energy poverty can stop being a thing, work towards mitigating it. So that would probably be my first focus point, and then bring it more now into the cities. But yeah, first rural areas.
That's brilliant, because most of the time we always say we do it and then it trickle down. We start from the up, but you are going opposite, and that resonates with me. And that's exactly the philosophy behind Solardey, because we believe that electricity is about people. Progress and purpose, and with electricity every other thing comes into play. You have better healthcare, better production, food processing and everything. So if you are on election to be, I will vote for you definitely, because I believe that you will create impact. And the last question, if there is a business model that empowers you to invest in solar energy in your country, in your community, on a project you choose yourself, infrastructure you manage, and I believe you're already sending back money back home, but instead of charity, it becomes an investment. Would you be interested in business models like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think all diaspora and Africans should try to invest their money into growing the continent in terms of like business. So yeah, we should put our investments there. So definitely I wouldn't be against that at all.
Amazing. What's your name again?
My name is Michelle.
Michelle, nice to talking to you. And before I let you go, could you say this after me? Solardey.
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 Hi, sister. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I am good. Now that I've met you here.
Hey, tell us.
Yeah. So, when you hear solar, what comes to your mind first?
The sun and sunshine, really. And the hope of sunnier days to come. When I hear solar, that's exactly what I think. And on the flip side, depending on who I'm speaking to, I also think about energy. Because coming from West Africa, we do know that solar is power.
Solar is power. I normally say this, solar power to the people. So you saying it resonates with me. Solar is power, indeed. And when you are back home, how do you access energy?
So a few years ago, obviously I grew up a bit in Nigeria, and I grew up in the 80s and 90s when the power cuts were ridiculous. But a few years ago, we got a thing called an inverter, and I believe that is charged by solar energy. We have a solar inverter which conducts energy into my household, so that's how we live in Lagos.
Wow, exactly. Because it's a game changer. Solar energy is a game changer. It decentralizes the grid. Because I'm from Nigeria also, so the national grid is nothing to write home about. It's not reliable. You cannot plan shit with the national grid. So it's a smart one for you and your family to go solar. So my question is this: if there is a business model where you and your friends can actually invest on solar energy as a business back home, not charity, take a hospital, a company, and invest on solar and get the payback, would you be interested in such solution?
150%, because I think as West Africans, as Nigerians, you can't really rely on the government. You have to take this power into your own hands. For something that we have so much of, solar, which we have so much of, and for free, it's good business sense to be able to tap into that, really.
We have so much of solar. In the other words, Solardey.
Solardey, nyafu nyafu.
Solar not the finish.
Solardey, nyafu nyafu, everywhere.
The wine.
The wine, yo. Solar scatter everywhere. Boss close solar.
So when you hear solar energy, what comes to your mind first?
Solar panels, more energy from the sun, and providing the world with better energy and cleaner energy.
Wow, that's amazing. When you go back home or your family back home, how do they access energy back home?
It's always based on the grid, the existing grid that is not so stable in Uganda. I'm from Uganda originally, and my mom just built a home outside of the city. So when the electricity dies, it dies. So we have had these conversations about solar panels and solar energy and how to sustain your own energy, and try to talk to the people around, like my cousins and everything, about solar energy. But it's hard getting that conversation going when people are used to a certain way of living.
I mean, solar energy is actually the way to go, because when you cannot depend on the grid, solar energy becomes the solution because it's decentralized. You're in charge, you're in control of your energy. Would you be interested in a business model that can actually bring you and your cousins, your family together? You install solar energy in your own home, but also install solar energy or sell energy to your neighbors as a business model, not as a charity, but as an investment. Would you be interested to look into that for opportunity?
Yes, I would. At the moment, I have a lot of things going with the kids, but yes, I would. Yes.
Awesome.
To sit down and have this conversation and see where you are at with your thing, of course, 100%, because solar energy is the future.
Do you believe that electricity should be a basic human right?
Yes, I do.
And if you're a policymaker in Uganda, what would you do differently to solve the energy situation?
Go solar.
Yeah.
You just go solar. Just go solar. Yeah. But to find out how we go solar, and to have those conversations with everybody, because you have to go to the rural areas where people may not understand how energy is even distributed in the first place. So to start the conversations and be like, we need to have the solar energy. We have a lot of sun in Africa. If we have anything, we have sun. So just to have that conversation that this is going to be a natural way, and as soon as we get used to it, it'll feel like the same thing that you already have, but better.
All right, brother. Thank you for stopping by.
Every person you just heard, they are not experts. They are us, the diaspora, living between two worlds, watching the power go out on a video call with family back home and ready to do something about it. But wanting to help is not enough. The real question is, how do we actually invest? How do we build? How do we turn that desire into something real? That's exactly what Solardey is going to break down next. 4 business models, real numbers, real opportunities for the diaspora to own a piece of Africa and Caribbean's solar future. not donation. Boom, subscribe so you don't miss it. This is just the beginning. Until next time, stay bold, keep shining, peace and solar power to the people. Thank you.